Rank these three: MJ, Kobe, LeBron.
This is a hell of a debate. Now, y'all get into this all the time, and people get into this all the time. And I think Jordan is a phenomenal player, and certainly all that he has gotten, he deserves. But when you look at LeBron and what LeBron has done, even Kobe, I think Kobe's a great player, phenomenal. But you look at LeBron and what he has done. LeBron has changed things in a big way. All Michael Jordan accomplished and all he's done and all he did, he couldn't get his own owner to extend them another year. Like, dude, come on, man. What are you doing here? What is that? LeBron came in a different way and has done a different thing. And now LeBron has some control.
He changed the business of basketball by far.
Right, it's not just dribbling. His business acumen.
Oh, incredible.
One of a kind.
You got to give him some chops. I remember they were arguing that he wouldn't, when him and Kobe was in the All-Star game, right? And Kobe wanted to go one-on-one with him, one-on-one. You know, we want the alpha male to show up and take over. Alpha male, show me you got the alpha male. But that wasn't his game plan. He's like, I don't have to show up and take over. I really want to take over. So instead of beating down the top players like alpha male, he was like, no, I'm trying to partner with these guys so we can do bigger and better things. We can have more control. LeBron got way more control than Michael Jordan ever had over this whole thing.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So we started talking about GOAT. Boy, I mean, on the court, you can say, Michael Jordan was the GOAT. Of the court, you gonna say LeBron James is the GOAT. It's on the court and of the court. And LeBron of the court, because what he has done in basketball, he's the GOAT. But playing, I'll give it to Michael, no doubt.
They're both billionaires.
You played with Troy Aikman your entire career. If you would have had an opportunity to play with one more quarterback, what quarterback would that have been?
Dan Marino.
Ooh, yeah.
Dan Marino. I wanted to play with Dan Marino, man.
In Miami.
Yeah, in Miami. In Miami, man. They drafted James Pruitt, I think the year before me. I was like, darn, they're not going to do it back to back. But also, when I think back, that's best. It's best. Somebody asked me one time, what was it like the night before games and all of that with the girls when you're winning Super Bowls? I said, it was great, man. I was focused. Like, I didn't have any problem with girls. You know, the night before a game, I'm about winning. I was focused, unless it was an IAN. And he said, well, what's an IAN? I said, a Colombian, a Brazilian, an Italian, any one of the things, you know what I mean? All the things they got in Miami, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel it.
So it might have worked out good that I didn't play around all them IAEs. I got an IAE. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
them IAEs, boy, they'll keep you up. You know?
Who's your GOAT?
And where? What sport?
Football.
Football?
Yes.
Honestly, to go to football, I would give it to Jerry Rice.
Yeah.
I call Jerry Rice Jesus in cleats.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the joker I had in my locker, and I wanted to chase all my life, man. I just thought that he was phenomenal, physically phenomenal, and to play for 18 years. I only really played about 9 years. Jerry got to play 18 years. He's to me. He's to me, I would call him the greatest.
My God. One album you could listen to on repeat.
I'm one of them old-fashioned dudes. I'm a quiet before the storm. The only thing I can listen to all day on repeat is Old Al Green. Old Al Green. You know, that's what I listen to. I'm doing a rehab. All that, everything. And all that old quiet storm before I unleash hell. So that's what I listen to, even going to the game.
Make you want to do around.
Yeah. That, you know, it comes from when we were younger, back in, you know, when you sitting in the car playing the 8-track tape, just, you know, going over your rap.
Yeah.
I'm trying to come up with a rap, things I'm gonna say to the girl.
Yes.
You call that your rap, you know what I mean? So yeah, that was me.
Top 5 wide receivers of all time.
I get people all the time talking about this, because they caught more passes and everything. I always tell people, You know, I think Jerry Rice the greatest player of all time. I think Jerry Rice the greatest receiver of all time.
Yeah.
But as soon as you finish with that Ian Rice, you better start with the M and Michael. That's what I'm talking about.
So Jerry won, you too.
I'm gonna go. I would go, man. I thought you talk physically gifted or actually play what they did on the field. Because physically gifted, you start looking at a Megatron, you start looking at an Andre Johnson. I'm talking about, think about this, Andre Johnson. Andre Johnson, I look at, when I'm in the Hall of Fame, I look around, I see Jerry Rice, I see his quarterbacks. I'm in there with my quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can see Sterling Sharp, I see Brett Favre. I look at Andre Johnson, and I'm like, damn, how'd you get in this room?
Mm-hmm.
Your quarterback ain't coming. His quarterbacks ain't coming.
Mm-hmm.
You see, those are different kind of dudes right there.
Mm-hmm.
Andre Johnson got in this room, and his quarterback is known, his nickname is the pick six. Matt Sharp, that's a pick six. You know, he threw pick sixes. So that's how bad that dude is when you're talking about physically gifted dudes. Now you talking about results in physical gifts, then you got to put in a Randy Moss.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Randy Moss. That's just that size, that big. I'm gonna tell you a guy I love. I would throw in. One of my top 5 all time is Andre Reed.
Andre Reed.
Nobody going, you know, I would put Andre Reed. I'm throwing Andre Reed.
He was a big receiver too.
Right there. Andre Reed was the bad man, inside, outside, prior to what they got out and what they're doing now. So yeah, I would probably, Jerry Rice. I'm putting me in there. I want to go. That boy Andre Johnson was such a bad boy. Just a bad boy. But I'll go Randy Moss, Andre Reed, and and the only reason Andre was he didn't have the things around him to get him to where he's winning championships and everything and all that. You put T.O. in there. I put T.O. T.O.'s in there.
Mm-hmm. What do you rate Larry Fitzgerald? Because I was a big fan of Larry Fitzgerald.
Man, me too.
He catch everything.
Man, everything. And Larry's another. I was glad Larry got Kurt Warner later on in his career.
Yeah.
But Larry's another guy that was a phenomenal receiver. And Chris Carter, there's so many of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's so many. But so many people do different things. Like Chris Carter is not going to outrun anybody, but I think Chris Carter got some of the best hands you've ever seen.
Guaranteed on third downs.
Guaranteed. Best hands in the world, man. And he understood the game in a great way.
Childhood crush.
My childhood crush, Janet Jackson.
Janet, huh?
Janet Jackson.
I like that.
My wife looked like Janet Jackson. Boy, Janet Jackson was my baby. Boy.
You ever met her?
No, thank God.
Thank God.
What? If I'd have met Janet Jackson, you'd have had another Michael Jackson. You'd have had 2 Michael Jacksons.
Goddamn right up. Goddamn right. Yes, sir.
Oh, shit. Oh, man. This dude is crazy.
All right, I'm crazy. I'm bullshit. But I ain't lying.
Funniest teammates you ever had? On what team?
Oh man, I was so blessed with funny teammates. Like I told you, like Nate Newton, Deion Charles, Haley, all these jokers, man. We've had some crazy teammates. I mean, Charles is as crazy as any, man. You know, and done some crazy things. You know, so yeah, I would have to go. Crazy as Charles.
Haley?
Funny is probably Nate Newton. Big fella.
Charles Haley?
Yeah, Charles Haley.
Charles got rings with both of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Charles,
He got rings with both of us.
Mm-hmm.
Charles is a mug, man.
Yeah.
That's my dude, though. I love him so much, man. That's a crazy dude.
If you could see one guest on All the Smoke, who would it be?
But
You have to help us get your answer on this show.
Emmett. Y'all haven't had Emmett on? Y'all haven't had Emmett on?
Nah.
Oh, this is why. And how many times I've come through here? I'm amazed. This is my first time even getting here. You guys are always here with Punk. With the Punk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is our second year.
Take care, man. Right, man. So yeah, Emmett would be good. A great interview. You guys have had Deion on?
Of course.
Yeah.
That's our guy.
That's the one.
We done been to Colorado, all that.
Yeah,
That's our guy.
Okay. You got it. Yeah. I wouldn't. Have you guys ever had Tyreek Hill?
Yep.
See, I think Tyreek Hill. I haven't seen it. I think
yeah,
Tyreek Hill's a unique dude. You know, a very unique, cool dude. I like to see like his little game, you know, because we got some of the Napoleon in him. You know what I mean?
Gotta be.
But it makes you great. It makes him great. So I'm okay with that. Who else would be very interesting? Have you gotten Jaden Daniels yet, young quarterback?
No, that'd be awesome.
See, I think
That'd be awesome. Jaden Daniels would be dope.
because there's so much around him and so much going on with him, and he's so you know, and then with his mother stuff and all of that, you know what I mean? I would wonder, just from outside looking in, like I would ask what kind of relationship he has with his dad, you know, and all of that.
That's a good call. I like that.
Is it true he's dating Superstar?
I hope so.
Is that true?
Talking about your girl,
Yeah,
basketball
is
player.
that true?
I don't know.
Did you watch it?
That's why I didn't say her name.
Did
I
you?
didn't know it was true.
Yeah. But I hope so.
Yeah.
I saw that and I saw I said, Mom sitting between. I was like, no.
Come on, Mom.
Let that one go.
Come on, Mom.
That's
That's
where they
okay.
go.
That's okay.
Right. Now,
Look like that.
if she came from one of them, what's your name club?
Yeah.
Put something. You gonna sit between her, but that one never. Let that one go. That's it.